Okay, we're continuing to study the giving of the Torah by Rav Yehuda Leib, Halevi, Ashlag, Baal, HaSulam, and we are in the number 7, and the title is the damage of shame and its betterment. But here the sages of the Zohar arose and asked, why has he not created us at the onset with the desired loftiness necessary to cleave to the blessed Creator? Why had he transferred to us the burden and this toil of creation with the Torah and the commandments? And they answered, one who has eaten that which is not his is ashamed to look at his face, at his benefactor's face. That will not by Rabbi Moshe Haim Lutzato, chapter 18. Meaning, whoever eats of and enjoys the work of another is ashamed to look at him, because he is humiliated to the point of losing his human form. Yet, since he derives from the perfection of blessed lofty God, he could not lack for anything. He therefore gave us room to acquire by ourselves our desired loftiness by means of our own handiwork in the Torah and the commandments. The words are very deep, and I have already explained them methodically in my book Welcoming Faith, a commentary on the Tree of Life, first branch, and in the book The Study of the 10 Sefirot, Inner Observation, Part 1. I shall explain them briefly here, so they will be accessible to everyone. And it's number 8. This is comparable. So what's actually the question here? The question here is asking why Creator actually did the creation the way he did this, the way that we actually lack some kind of loftiness, we lack some kind of shlimut that causes us first of all a shame of receiving, that actually causes us to be disconnected from the Creator, to see all this world that actually covers our eyes, in order that we don't see like the Creator, and how it really the real world where the Creator actually feels all the reality. And because we are in the state when we cannot actually come into contact with the endless God, we have to be in some kind of a process of developing ourselves into a more profound form. And Baal HaSulam actually asks, why is this so? Couldn't the Almighty Creator actually do it from the beginning, that we can just enjoy all the light and all the good that Creator wanted us to receive in the end, because it's the purpose of creation to give the creatures the good and the pleasure. Why this all this discomfort, all this work, all this process of doing Torah and studying and doing mitzvahs has to be in place, and not something, and not just just give. If you want to give, just give, and make your creatures happy and fulfilled. And then he answers actually in the item 8. This is comparable to a wealthy man who summoned someone from the marketplace. He fed him, gave him drink, and gave him silver and gold and precious objects day after day. And each day's gifts were more numerous than the previous one's gifts. This kept on until the wealthy man eventually asked him, "Tell me, are all your wishes already fulfilled?" And the man answered, "None of my wishes are fulfilled. How good, how pleasant would it be if I have acquired all this property and precious objects by my own work as you did, instead of being given gifts by your kindness." The wealthy man said to him, "In that case, the man who could fulfill your wishes has not yet been born." So in this example, Baal HaSulam shows us that a person that suddenly receives everything, even if he was living on the street before that, in the end, after some time of this receiving without work, he will finally feel really frustrated and will lack this feeling as if he earned anything from all these presents that he receives from his from his rich friend. So why is that? Why we feel like this? Why Creator actually did it this way? Why he actually made us to go through some kind of a process of tikkun or fixing ourselves? It is natural that on the one hand he experiences intense pleasure that increases as the gifts accumulate, yet on the other hand it is hard to suffer shame for so much good that the wealthy man increasingly bestowed on him. It is a natural law that the recipient feels a sense of shame and impatience when he receives free gifts from the giver, who feels charitable toward him and pities him. From here we arrive at the second law, that there can never be imagined one who could fully fulfill another person's wishes, since this cannot acquire the form of self-acquisition that alone allows the complete sense of abundance. This refers only to created beings, while it is impossible and inappropriate to attribute it to the lofty wholeness of the Creator. He therefore created for us labor and effort to arrive at our loftiness ourselves by engaging in the Torah and the commandments. Then all the pleasure and goodness that reach us from the Blessed One, that is all that is included when cleaving to the Creator, will be considered self-obtained, acquired by our own actions, since we feel ownership of the matter. Without it, we don't have a sense of completion, as explained. So he says, like, this idea of when someone actually acquires and works for some kind of good, he will actually feel like earning it. So that's something that we probably could hear in a different other books and sources, but I think it's important to emphasize here some special principle, a little bit different principle that says the following. Baal HaSulam in other texts actually emphasize this. He asks another question. He asks, how can something who is living a limited lifetime here in this world can actually earn eternity for his, like, let's say 120 years of doing commandments and learning Torah? How this limited time work could actually in any possible way earn a person the endless and infinite reality with infinite pleasure. And he actually answers that it's not this simple way as how it really works. How it really works is that the result of us doing the mitzvahs and learning Torah should be becoming similar, reaching the similarity to the Creator, to its qualities. when a person and with his soul reaches the qualities of the Creator, this actually gives him the some kind of resonance with the Creator, and he actually becomes kind of a part of a Creator, and this actually brings him to the state where he can actually be in a totally different spiritual state, and this state is interconnected into the Creator, and that's not the same story when we say we do the work and we get the payment. Because if you do work for 120 years at most, and then you get infinity, it's like to ask a person to bring you a coffee and then to give him a Ferrari for that. Nobody will feel like the shame went away because of this bringing of coffee and receiving the Ferrari, So Baal HaSulam actually explains that it explains it to us in a different place, that it's not about earning, it's about becoming something different, becoming connected to the Creator, and when you are on the same wave with the Creator, you actually perceive the reality of the Creator, and that's how you actually connect with Him. So here we'll stop for today. Thank you.